Can y'all believe this is season 11? Even with all the starts and stops and ups and downs and ins and outs, people leaving, people joining, it's still season 11. And y'all are going to love every minute of it, just like you did the first 10 seasons. Say it, Shane.
Let's go!
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah!
I can't
Been
do it.
waiting
We'll do
to
it live.
do-
Do it live! I'll write it and...
Oh yeah! Been waiting to do that for a while, and now it's going to be what a lot of people hoped it would be. Good morning! Welcome to the first Manic Monday, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, of season 11 of Snowman in the Morning. 11 seasons we have been doing this. As I mentioned, with all the starts and stops and ins and outs and all the personal turbulence, I am so happy that for those of you who have stuck with the show, continue to stick with the show as the Hawk TV has. He's the first chatter in this morning. Thank you all very, very much. We have a tribute to get to during this segment, but there is something that I totally need to, there's something I totally need to handle, and I need to do it like this. And season 11 starts with a hiccup.
We're professionals, we just don't act like it.
That'll be a sweatshirt and t-shirt soon. Give me this camera. I am going to apologize to a lot of people. I am going to sincerely apologize to everyone that has been a part of the show and that is no longer a part of the show. Why am I making this apology? Because in the last 4 months, no, check that. In the last 7 months, I have been totally off my game. And it's not like me. It's not like me. There was so much going on, and I could blame that, but a part of it is me as well. I let every health struggle get the best of me. And for that, it's caused my show to drop. It's caused me to make irregular decisions. It's caused me to have irregular times when the show goes on. Even up until this morning, I was thinking about moving the show to 8 a.m., but then walking around the house and doing some hustling and getting laundry together and getting the house together for my wife, I thought, hell no. 11 o'clock is perfect, because now I'm moving my wound care appointments to early in the morning, as on Fridays, and the only day I go into wound care is on Friday. I have an orientation coming up tomorrow, and I begged them to let me do it in the afternoon. And if I do start work, it's going to be in the afternoon, short afternoons, because I plan also to do one play-by-play broadcast every day this month and every day thereafter until the end of the year, unless the schedule calls for me to take a break. Or unless my wife tells me to take a break, one of the two. And it's probably going to be more of the latter than the former. But in this 11th year, there's a lot we have planned with football talk and WNBA talk, basketball. Our hockey god is here this morning. He's going to be a permanent part of the crew as we introduce later this week the segment called Face Off with Droid, and you all are going to love it. It's all about hockey. The random musings of Vikala, my friend of 24 years, will be a part of the show as well. And believe me, we're going to find some people that are going to be a permanent part of the show, and even the folks that are irregulars becoming regulars again. Everybody that has been a part of the show for the last 10 seasons, and as we venture into season 11, I thank you for that. There are a couple new segments that we're going to add as well. The Dog's Garage is going to make a return. Like I said, Face Off with the Droid is going to be there, and also will be the return of Mike to Mike. And it is my duty as the leader of this team to get everything ready, to get everything organized, and to have everything in its proper place. I've done a horrible job of it for the last 7 months. That ends this morning. I thank you all for sticking with me, and I thank you all for being a part of this show and a part of this crew. That is Snowman's Take. What is yours? And now I give the hockey god the floor. It's all yours.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Hello.
Hey, Droid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost a star. 11 seasons in the NHL, NCAA Division I alumni for Boston College. Played most of his years in Canada, over in Calgary. Played his last years in Columbus and the last years of his life in Columbus as Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew Gaudreau tragically passed away near the end of August, right before their sister's wedding. They were struck by a drunk driver riding a bike. Driver was allegedly over 4 times the legal limit, ending both Johnny and his brother's lives. We mourn them, we mourn their loss, and the NHL mourns their loss as we lose a couple of stars. And I would like to ask for a moment of silence for Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Gaudreau. Thank you.
It makes me glad that the person who was arrested is thrown under the jail. Senseless act that took 2 hockey stars away from us. Coming up after the break. Yes, it's football time, but I'm turning my attention to the WNBA because of Cheryl Swoops. Why am I focusing on Cheryl Swoops? You'll know when we get back. And I'm going to have to run to the restroom because this break's going to be extended because I had coffee this morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we go to break, I just want to remind y'all that Johnny Gaudreau was not only a star, he was a human. Just like me and the rest of the crew, he was human. Nobody deserves to die, no matter how much you hate them, no matter how much they scored on your team. Once they are gone, there's no more reason to hate them. You love them and you mourn their passing.
Amen to that, brother.
Indeed. Now I'll take a break.
We'll be right back.
Damn you, Dunkin' Donuts. Snowman in the Morning, season 11. Shut up.
There goes that sponsorship opportunity.
No, I think it'll come back.
Nah, if you're gonna get sponsored by a coffee company, Dutch Bros, easily.
Dutch Bros, if you pony up some cash, we'll take it. Now I got to say this. Back in a minute.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I don't know my timing. Welcome back to the first Monday of season 11 of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. Full house today. Myself, the Snowman, the super producer, Shane Lake. We got the hockey god in the house himself. And, of course, the random musings of Victor Locke here with us as we begin season 11. Thank you all for joining us. And now let's go quickly to the Fanatics feedback zone, as my buddy play-by-play with JJ said, "Hey, mister, would you please wake up?" That's what my wife says to me every morning. Sick Diggy is with us from Norway. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And the Hawk TV was the first in the house with a good morning. And of course, Sick Diggy pays his respects to the Gaudreaus. Okay. I had an original idea of how this opening was going to be and how this schedule was going to be, but after listening to a segment on YouTube, I decided to make a final change at the last minute. And I'm going to
This ought to be good.
I'm going to pose a question to the crew, and it's a question I posed all summer.
Okay.
Why do people hate Caitlin Clark?
Because she's white and straight.
Yes.
Because she kicks monstrous ass on the basketball court and they can't.
How
Agreed.
about D? All the above.
That works.
And how about the fact that the Indiana Fever are right in the playoff hunt?
Or how about this? She's all substance and there's no message to put on her.
Exactly.
Her play is the message.
She's all steak, no sizzle.
Yes.
She just brings it.
She's got style and substance. And what's scary for the WNBA right now is that her team, the Indiana Fever, was allowed to rest for 1 month.
Yeah.
Thanks to the All-Star break and thanks to the Olympic break.
Mm-hmm.
They got a significant rest, and now they are playing significantly better because yesterday in Dallas, they were down by 9 midway through the third quarter, and Caitlin Clark and the girls said, okay, let's stop playing with them.
Yeah.
Arike Agumbawale was fabulous with 34 points, but Kelsey Mitchell finished with 36. Caitlin Clark had 28 and 12 dimes, and the Fever win 100-93. There is a women's basketball Hall of Famer that is showing a lot of hatred for Caitlin Clark. And there's another one that's backing up CC. The one showing all the hatred, Cheryl Swoops.
The only knock against Indiana in that game against Dallas is the 20 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
That's extreme.
That's not going
to team.
It's a young team, yes, but that's not going to get it done in the playoffs. And you and I talked about this on the post.
What people also need to realize is that Caitlin Clark, she runs the Fever basically. She is she's going to be the undisputed WNBA Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
But she is not the Indiana Fever. She is just a part of the Indiana Fever.
Exactly.
Those 20 turnovers weren't her fault entirely.
No.
Well, she did commit 6 turnovers in the game, but as you said, Droid, it's not entirely her fault. It's not.
No, Dallas is an aggressive team going after the ball. Let's just get that clean and clear. That's their style of gameplay.
You know
13 deflections prove that.
You know what's nobody gonna love me? You're gonna live for this one.
Talk to me.
She is a young individual, a young player. She's gonna have some growing pains. She's gonna have some mistakes. And people who don't like her already are trying to find every single reason to dog on her. Who else does that sound like, Snowman? Someone close to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Say his name.
Mm-mm.
I'll say it. This sounds a lot like what Brock Purdy is going through.
Yeah. I didn't want to say his name because it'll ignite another conversation. We'll have that part during the second half of the show.
Right, but the thing is that Caitlin Clark, she is still a rookie. She is going to stumble. She is going to trip. You have to give her that grace period to get acclimated from collegiate play to professional play. That's with everybody. That's with every sport, every team, every player, whether it's hockey, soccer, baseball, football, basketball, whether it's men or women's, there's a gap between the collegiate era, professional and the professional era. And you have to be able to give these rookies enough time to get acclimated to what professional players like to see if they're good or not.
Here's
every hockey rookie, I give them about 3 years, about their rookie contract to prove themselves. Because every rookie contract in hockey is the same. 3 years minimum.
Yeah. And JJ has a fabulous point. People hate her because they were afraid the WNBA is going to become more popular than the NBA. That is a strong possibility right now, especially with all the drama surrounding the WNBA. Let me tell you something. Cheryl Swoops, you've pissed me off because in every conversation that I've heard with Cheryl, when they bring up Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, the worst thing you can do is leave Caitlin Clark's name out of your mouth.
The question is, why is she doing it?
It's purposely. It's purposely done.
I know why, but it is perfectly done. The question is why. Like, what is Cheryl Swoops is a legend in the WNBA.
Cheryl Swoops is a Hall of Famer.
Yes. So why in the world is she trying to show some sort of bristling or even a little bit of hatred towards Caitlin Clark? Unless
go ahead.
Unless there's a social reason behind it.
I'm going to say something very controversial, but very true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a social reason behind it. I believe there's a racial reason behind it.
Well, I mean by social. That's by social. Because I think Cheryl Swoops is part of, the black congregation or black delegation.
Mm-hmm.
Which ain't always a bad thing, but it's a bad thing when you use that to separate yourself from other people.
When you use that to guide your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what Cheryl Swoops is doing. On the other hand, there is a Hall of Famer and a point guard that I loved watching in the WNBA that has come to her defense. Her name is Sue Bird.
Legend.
If I have to be totally honest, besides Rebecca Lobo, the one player I loved watching and paid attention to was Sue Bird. And the other one would be Candace Parker.
Of course.
The other one would be Candace Parker. Sue Bird is not afraid to express her thoughts on Caitlin Clark. Now, does she bring up the negatives? Yes, she does. But she also points out that there is one major difference in the WNBA's attendance, viewership, ticket sales, jersey sales, and everything between last year and this year. That reason wears number 22.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's no question the impact that Caitlin Clark has had on the WNBA this year alone, or the impact that she's going to have down the road.
Exactly.
It's just a matter of cleaning up the play on the court.
Mm-hmm.
If she's able to do that, she will be a force on and off the court for years to come.
In a couple years, I really believe that in a couple years, they will be championship contenders. If not
easily
next year.
I would say next year.
If not beginning next year.
And Sick makes a very valid point. It might be just safe to say that Caitlin is not the player that everyone hates, just the player that everyone loves to hate.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's now the cool thing to do.
It's been that way since the night she was drafted. Because the other person they want to tout for Rookie of the Year, which is Angel Reese.
Right.
Okay. Angel Reese is a fabulous player, but there are holes in her game.
Mm-hmm. Lack of a jump shot outside of 16 feet.
There are holes in Caitlin Clark's game.
To be fair, Snowman, every rookie's gonna have their holes in their game. That's gonna happen.
Very true. Very, very true.
Exactly.
So the thing is, both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have holes. It's just Angel Reese has bigger holes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her attitude is one of them. I'll say it. Her attitude is one of them.
That's going to take time because, again, you're talking about a young woman now not only having to deal with the professional side of it, but also the off the court side of it. This is what a lot. I think newer players, rookies and newer players should have some sort of social media or media
training.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of media assistant or media mentor, because this is what happens with a lot of these individuals. They get out in social media, they're big names, people gas them up, people big their head up, and then they think that they crap doesn't stink. Then they can go out and act a fool and do crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, Vic, I'm going to spin off of that a little bit and go back to both Angel and Caitlin's last year, collegiately speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't LSU run through Angel Reese?
Yes.
Didn't Iowa? I don't think Iowa ran through Caitlin. She was more the facilitator because Iowa didn't have that philosophy of one big star. Because look at what they did throughout the NCAA tournament. Look how many different players got involved.
Mm-hmm.
There's the big difference. Angel Reese's ego came in a little bit overinflated into the pro world, whereas Caitlin knew that she'd be more of a facilitator and could slide into that role in Indiana.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think also Angel comes with a bit of a chip on her shoulder because the fact that when she did win the big one, I believe it was 2 years ago, she pointed to her ring finger to show that she's about to win a ring. Everyone jumped on her head immediately. So she probably also thinks that she's going to be unfairly treated by the media as well because of how many people got on her head when that happened, which even Caitlyn was like, that's not a big deal. That's what we do.
Here's the attitudinal portion of this.
Here's the thing.
Angel Reese, let me explain this. Angel Reese is a social media star, no question about it. Problem. There are some nights Angel Reese doesn't come to play basketball. Yesterday being one of them.
You can't, one of my big problems with this social media thing is you cannot balance being a social media star and being a superstar. You can't do that. Look at LeBron. You think he's a superstar? No, he's a media star. He's all about the media. And I'm sick and tired of everyone saying,
hey, George, say that part. Say that part again, please.
LeBron James, he isn't a superstar. He's a media star. He's only about the media. He's only about getting traction through the media, which, yes, grows your platform, gets you brand deals. It's a positive income thing, but it doesn't help you with your floor play. It doesn't help you on the floor, on the ice, on the field. It doesn't help you.
You're not wrong.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's take a step back and let's look at the Hughes brothers in the NHL. Jack Hughes, Luke Hughes, and Quinn Hughes. They're not that big on social media. Jack Hughes is coincidentally big with the college girls because I guess they're his type.
Right.
Or he's their type thing. That's the only reason Jack Hughes gets really big. But what they're doing individually on the ice, they're more focused on their ice play than they are on posting on social media. I'm looking at you, PK Subban. Yeah, you think I want to name drop you? I'm looking at you.
PK Subban.
Damn.
The stupidest hockey player I ever ran into. I'm sorry, did I say that?
We're 27 minutes in to season 11, and we already got shots being fired.
Absolutely. And
listen, I got a few more shots coming. Trust me, I got a few more shots coming.
Listen,
boy.
But go ahead, George.
You were great in Montreal. Don't get that messed up. You were great in Montreal. Amazing.
I'm a Bruins fan, and I'll argue that point. But carry on.
Hey, didn't they beat you multiple times in the playoffs? And then once PK left, they couldn't beat you. Oh, what was that? PK carried the Canadiens? That is correct. PK Subban carried the Canadiens, and then his dumbass decided to go to Nashville and lose his career there. His career died in Nashville. He was the closest to the cup he had ever been, and I would die on the hill that his career died in Nashville.
Ouch.
I'm with you on that hill.
Ryan Tannehill. Oh, where did he play? Tennessee. Where did he play in the NFL? Miami. And then where did he go? Tennessee. And where did his career die? Tennessee. I swear, Tennessee has a curse. It ends careers. If you go to Vanderbilt, your collegiate career is over.
And I'll tell you the exact game where Tannehill's career ended. The 2019 AFC Championship game. Because they had a chance to send a message to Kansas City. They let that game by 10, and they let the Chiefs get away.
Well, to be fair, that entire playoffs, we were just playing with our food.
That's true, too.
Has Tennessee become the new Oakland?
I think it has, because Oakland's losing all their teams.
Yeah.
The Athletics are leaving soon. So, yes, Tennessee
to go to Vegas
is the new it's your Cleveland and Oklahoma. Oklahoma too. Cleveland, Oklahoma, and Oakland combined. You go to any of those states and play, your career is over. This is not including the Sooners, though. The Sooners is the only team I have respect for, as I've been a KU fan for years.
But it's Cleveland. I'm sorry. That's
exactly.
Cleveland. Remember when McDaniel used to use Cleveland as a threat to his players?
Yes.
He'd be like, if you do not shape up, I'm sending you to Cleveland. And what did he do? He sent them to Cleveland.
Yeah.
He sure did. He sure did.
And now I think I know what Bill Zito's going to do.
Let me answer a comment here. I'm going to make Jason Joseph laugh. Doesn't include the Thunder. Oh yes, it does. The Thunder started this ish by arriving there.
Why do you think Westbrook and Durant left?
Oh my God!
Durant left first and gave Russell Westbrook the finger.
Mm-hmm.
Went and won 2 championships, and I still contend that had he stayed in the Bay, he'd have 2 more.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say this, no man. I'm gonna tell you this: if Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant were wearing Supersonics jerseys instead of Thunder jerseys, their respect would be through the roof.
Agreed.
Even James Harden would be in that conversation.
And as unfortunate as I hate to agree with that, yeah, I agree. The Thunder are not.
Same thing with Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey. They would have had so much respect if Oklahoma never went to Oklahoma. They just stayed in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Let me answer JJ's comment, because me and JJ are going to have a little friendly war, and I say friendly because I love this young man and the work that he's putting in. The Thunder are not contenders. You want me to fire a shot? I'll fire a shot right now. The Thunder are not contenders. I am looking into this camera and saying the Thunder are not contenders. Want me to say
who do they lose to in the playoffs? Remind me. Who do they lose to?
The Dallas Mavericks.
That's my point. There you go. Nothing more to say.
It's like the Miami Feat of 2011. And yes, I said it, feet. It's like the Miami Feat of 2011. And Victor, I love you for this, brother. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah. The Thunder are not contenders until they get past the hump of getting to another conference championship series, which will be their first since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And who was on that 2016 team?
Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant.
Exactly.
And here's the point about that series. We're all over the place on this segment, folks, and I love it. Here's the point about 2016. Oklahoma City led that series 3-1 and couldn't put them away. You had Russell Westbrook, you had Kevin Durant, you had all the firepower when you blew out Golden State, not once, but twice in Oklahoma, and you blew it. And for that reason, and many others after that, Oklahoma City will never, ever, 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 just like the Fakers, just like the Feet, they will never, ever, ever, ever contend for a world championship ever again. And while I'm throwing teams under the bus, the Philadelphia, you know what? Let me take a break. I'm going to call an audible, and me and JJ are going to have a little fun. I'm going to have a little fun with the crew. You're inside the beginning of season 11 of Snowman in the Morning. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Our radio networks will be back next week. Back in a minute.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE,
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Okay, now that we've taken a breather, welcome back to Snowman in the Morning, presented by SeatGeek. Hey, folks, listen up. Football season is here, and I know you want to be a part of it and see your favorite team, even if it is the New England Patriots. Here's what
Hey! Hey!
You got to see.
Oh, wait. Can you repeat that again?
Even if it is the New England Patriots or the Chicago
no.
Bears.
Even if it is the Boston Bruins.
Even if it is the Chicago Bears or the Boston Red Sox. Here's what you do. You go to SeatGeek.com, use the code Snowman, and you get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we get started on this.
Me and JJ are going to... JJ, I love you dearly. You know I love you. But me and JJ are about to have a fight.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Because y'all know I'm going to have fun with this, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to have fun with this, right? I said the Miami Feet, Oklahoma City, the Fakers will never contend for an NBA championship again. You know who else I'm throwing under that bus and sending to the NBA Cup? The Philadelphia 76ers.
Uh-oh.
Because they just can't seem to get it right. Where does the fault lie when it comes to the Philadelphia 76ers? I have
management.
Besides management, I have 2 words for you. Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I can see that.
Joel Embiid is very, very talented. Okay? And he's a KU alumnus. Now, Droid and JJ may punch me in both my ears at the same time with my next sentence, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Watch yourself.
Joel Embiid is the softest player to come out of Kansas in a long time.
You know what? I won't disagree with that.
And he's only gotten softer.
He doesn't have it up here.
Thank you. You went right to the point I'm going to make.
Ochai Agbaji and Grady Dick are both better Kansas players than Joel Embiid. Changed my mind.
Mm-hmm. Hell, Danny Manning, who was oft injured, is a better player. And Danny Manning was a legend at Kansas that led them to a championship in 1988. I'll put him over Joel Embiid. Change my mind.
Danny Manning, legend. Actually from my hometown, by the way.
Beautiful. I love it.
Point is, Joel Embiid is mentally soft. He will always be mentally soft. And there's no way to change that this late into his career.
Something JJ has said on his Sixers podcast, and if you haven't checked out Play-by-Play with JJ, please go subscribe to his channel and check out his play-by-play duties with the Eagles, the Sixers, the Phillies, and everything Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Something that JJ has said during his Sixers podcast a lot. I believe it goes like this, and correct me if I'm wrong, JJ. We need Joel Embiid to be strong. Yeah. I'll add to that. Not just physically, but mentally. I want y'all to take a look in your mind at the last 2 playoff seasons for Philadelphia. Even the one where J.J. Harden melted like a hot stick of butter in the sun in Game 7 against the Boston Celtics. My question is as follows. Where was Joel Embiid?
It's like I said, the same thing for Zion, is that there should have been some sort of mentorship program in place where you're held accountable for being in the gym, for practicing, watching film. Those type of things should be in place for a lot of these new coming players.
Yeah.
And
the
now,
problem with
I'm sorry, and now
Go ahead,
it
Joe.
might be too late.
The problem with Joel Embiid is for the last 2-3 playoff series, he pulled a John Cena because we couldn't see him. He vanished.
We certainly couldn't. And you can't run that offense through Joel Embiid anymore. You got to run it through Tyrese Maxey. And Tyrese Maxey can only do so much. I mean, granted, he had 2 great games 4 and 5 against New York. And he was just about to bring him to the brink of victory in game 6. And then the defense showed up and shut him down.
Exactly.
You can't run that Sixer team through Joel Embiid anymore. He never had the mental strength, not the physical strength, but he never had the mental strength nor the mental capacity to be the captain of this team and take his team further.
No. And the problem is they just try to do way too much with him. They're asking way too much.
Yeah.
Way too
Joel's?
Say that again.
They're asking too much of Joel Embiid.
Period. Way too much.
His size, he doesn't need to be worrying about stroking threes all the time. He should be banging it down in the post and worry about maybe a mid-range jumper. Leave the 3 balls for, the surprise, hey, look, I'm wide open, I'll take it.
And then there's this thing. And Lord knows I have to say this aloud while we're talking 76ers. I better get something prepared before I get to my next point. And y'all know what's coming. All right. There's a certain cup I need to put on my desk now. The Sixers lately, and JJ has said it, sometimes make the dumbest moves.
They do.
They make the dumbest off-season moves.
And again, that falls to management.
Yep. And management. And when you're led by Daryl Morey, as if the Sixers didn't learn their lesson from the Houston Rockets. When Daryl Morey's in charge, goes sideways.
Yeah.
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
It goes sideways. And it's about to go sideways this year because who the thought Paul George would sign with them? Paul George is cooked.
That wasn't on my bingo card this year.
JJ is going to royally hate me for this, but I'm going to say it aloud until I'm proven otherwise. Paul George is roasted, done, overcooked. Adios.
His best years were in Indiana.
Paul George is dead, basketball-wise. Paul George is cooked. All right?
Honestly, PG's best years were in Indiana.
Yep.
There's no question about it. Ever since he left Indiana, he left that style of offense. What's he done?
Let me see. The answer to that would be nothing. Has he had a significant impact? I'm going to ask you gentlemen this. Has he had a significant impact, regular season or playoffs, since he left Indiana? Because he was about to take the Indiana Pacers to the finals, and then they got screwed by the referees in 2013.
I mean,
he hasn't done jack.
Exactly.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't even know Paul George was still playing.
That says it right there.
There you go.
He went. Where else did he go after Indiana? The Clippers. Okay, not much of an impact there.
None. JJ says he was the number 1 option, and now he's the 3rd option. He's not an option at all. Paul George needs to walk away and retire. He's got nothing left. He's got nothing. You know what? JJ's going to get so mad at me, and he's going to yell in my ears when I talk to him later today after I strike this set and take my office apart while I have the headphones on my head and doing laundry, and I got a 2-foot smile on my face. But I'm going to say this. The Philadelphia 76ers will not make the playoffs this year. And I'll give you 2 reasons why. Joel Embiid, Paul George.
Amen.
They are overrated. The Philadelphia 76ers are the most overrated team coming into this year. Period.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
It's like I said. Y'all said shots fired. Who said shots fired? Was that Victor? I think Victor said it.
No,
that was me.
That was
that was me.
Okay. Now, y'all want some shots? Try this. From the top, the Philadelphia 76ers are overrated. Why? Joel Embiid and Paul George. Paul George has nothing left. Period. They have nothing left. Joel Embiid has nothing and has proven nothing until he gets it up here, JJ. Look at me. Until he gets it up here that he can carry this team, you can't run that offense through Joel Embiid because he wants to hang out on the perimeter most of the time and shoot threes like Jason Tatum.
And he's too doggone big for that.
You need to have Joel. The only way that the Philadelphia 76ers make the playoffs is if they play correct basketball. And Nick Nurse, this falls on you. You tell Joel Embiid, get your big ass in the post and stay there. Okay? Because you can easily. Here's how you rectify the 76ers. Here's how you rectify my statement of Paul George. Joel Embiid, you're in the post. Okay? And on some occasions, take the ball out of Maxi's hands and give it to Paul George and let him bring it up, i.e., Scottie Pippen. Find the lie. Paul George has to be the point forward of this ball club. I do want to see how the offense revolves with Paul George on the team. The other thing that'll make a liar out of me and the Sixers getting in the playoffs, stay healthy, y'all. Will you please?
Yeah, you don't need to keep mixing and matching lineups, every 3-4 days.
Stay healthy, y'all. Will you please? If you truthfully want to outline a reason the Sixers have failed in the playoffs, they cannot stay healthy.
Yeah, you don't need your stars playing hurt 80% of the time.
I agree with JJ that Jared McCain is going to be special. Problem? How's he going to get minutes?
Fact of the matter is, Joel Embiid, he's better off inside 15 feet.
Yes.
Let Paul George and Tyrese Maxey handle the perimeter duties. Give the ball to Joel inside 15 feet and let him bang his way into the post.
Let him cook. Because he can outmuscle every big in the Eastern Conference right now. That's how you get Philadelphia to the number 1 seed.
I can see him go up against Kristaps Porzingis, but
Look, Porzingis is as soft as a pillow right now, but Porzingis has something Joel Embiid does not, a jump shot.
True.
Okay?
Yes, I had to be a bit of a homer and talk about my Celtics a moment there.
Well, the title goes through Boston.
It does.
It goes through Boston. Can't say that for the NHL, which we'll get to in a little while, but I'm throwing shots today. I'm throwing shots. And while I'm throwing shots, should have thrown this last segment, didn't get the opportunity to. Cheryl Swoops, shut your mouth. Okay? Okay, back to business. How are you going to sit there if Maxi's getting double teamed, then Embiid needs to take over? Okay, JJ, you are not going to like what I'm going to say next. But in the latter years of Joel Embiid's career, Joel Embiid is too much of a pussy to take over.
Oh.
I said it. That's right, I said it.
Okay.
He can do it during the regular season. Let me put that out there. He can do it during the regular season. Seen it happen too many times. Even in the year where he was supposedly the MVP and he wasn't, because we all know a certain center in Denver should have been the MVP. Right?
Joker.
Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid is softer than my daughter's pillow in the playoffs. And I'm talking about Donna's pillow. Okay? My little 11-year-old.
I'm gonna hurt myself saying this. So you're saying he's got Prescott-itis?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
He's got Brad Marchand. He's got Brad Marchanditis.
Wait, what was that? George?
Wow,
He's got Drake May-itis.
He's got draw Mayo-itis.
Draw Mayo-itis.
He's got Jacoby Brissett-itis.
Oh.
He's got Kendrick Bourne-itis.
I was going to say Kendrick Perkins-itis, but that's beside the point.
You took my next one.
Mac Jones-itis.
He's got oh, damn. We have a Mac Jones sighting in our conversation.
Isn't that man in Jacksonville? Is he in Jacksonville throwing an interception on his first play of practice?
Yep.
Why? Wait, what?
On the first
you didn't even put into practice. Literally on the first drill of practice, he threw an INT.
He threw a pick.
That's
correct. He threw a pick.
That should have been Jacksonville. Like, you know what?
Trevor Lawrence on his first drill, he threw a dot to Christian Kirk.
Well, we know who's the starter.
Yeah,
it's Trevor Lawrence.
Mr. Sunshine.
Mac Jones needs to be out of the league.
And this could segue into our next segment. I think Trevor Lawrence needs a lot more respect than he has received.
I have a quarterback that can top that. We'll leave this here while we're throwing shots at Shane and making him laugh at the same time. I'm going to throw a shot. I'm going to throw a shot at Victor.
Oh boy.
I'm going to throw a shot at Victor. Since you mentioned Dak Prescott-itis.
Yeah.
He's got Caleb Williams-itis.
Well, we don't know what Caleb was going to do yet.
He sucks. I answered your question.
No, you didn't.
Well, here's the thing. No. The one time I'm defending Caleb Williams, and this is a first, and the last. It's like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Give him time to develop, and then you can hate on him.
Exactly.
I'll do one better. He's got Pennywise-itis.
Oh,
there you go. Thank you.
He's got Trey Lance-itis.
I retract what I said. I retract my statement about Caleb Williams-itis because he is a great unknown. I want to see the kid do well. I do. From the heart. I want to see him do well.
Trey Lance-itis.
You know what? He's got Joel Embiid's got Gerald-itis.
And that's terminal.
He's got McCarthy-itis.
That's Pennywise.
That is Pennywise.
That's Pennywise.
Ooh, he's got Kraft-itis.
He's got LaFleur-itis, all right?
Matt LaFleur.
LaFleur.
He's got
Matt LaFleur has a nightmare every postseason.
Yeah.
In the form of a question, the nightmare goes, what if we have to face San Francisco and they're totally healthy?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
My question is to Matt LaFleur, why did you cut Kurt Benkert?
Because Matt LaFleur is stupid.
Kurt Benkert was going to be the next guy. He like, no disrespect. Actually, no, 100% disrespect to Matt LaFleur. Kurt Benkert could have been something massive. He was sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's the bet. Like, Green Bay Aaron Rodgers, not this weird New York Jets.
Not this New York Jets version of Aaron Rodgers that we unfortunately will see next Monday night when the Jets get their asses kicked in Santa Clara. But go on, Droid.
I would have loved to see, like, Kurt Benkert, he's now on YouTube. He has his channel. He plays Madden, and the thought process behind every single play, it's like, how did this man not become a starter in the NFL? This man could have gone to Arizona and done amazing.
in front of Call of Booty Murray. All right. And
Remember what I said.
And I still have
Tyler Call of Booty Murray will be in phase before the end of week 5.
I call it end of week 4. Stevie
I
Rogers.
sent you that voice clip.
Stevie Rogers, Yale Vision, is in the house with us. Arku is in the house with us. We're having fun in the chat. We're having fun kicking off season 11. A pause for the halftime break. And when we come back, more shots will be fired. Who are the victims? And like I said, to begin this whole list, matter of fact, that's what we'll do next.
You know what? Hold on. These shots are going to be as meaningful as the 2011 Stanley Cup champions. Ooh, did I say that?
Damn.
Boy! We'll be back in a deuce. Oh my God.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I keep forgetting to hit that button. Tuesday Morning Quarterback will make its debut next week. More about that as we go along. We've reached the top of the second hour, and JJ wants to fire a shot at Bryce Harper. I'll do it for you. Bryce, you've gotten too full of yourself for the past 2 years. Remember that big home run he hit to win Game 5 of the National League Championship Series? During the season, he's okay, but he's been hot and cold. So man up, Bryce Harper, especially when you face the Astros in the World Series this year. Now I'm firing a shot. But I will say this, before the Astros get there, there's going to be an epic 7-game series against the young Kansas City Royals. And I'm calling that shot right now.
I'm still trying to get over the shot we left with.
Which was?
Oh, saying the 2011 Stanley Cup was pointless.
Well, it was. Who the hell did y'all play? You played Vancouver. Besides the BC Lions, what's good in Vancouver? Certainly not the Vancouver Canucks.
The food. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Meanwhile,
I'm going to start a list.
Oh, boy.
And I think y'all know where I'm going.
Okay.
But I have to edit it. I have to edit it now that I got a set of pretty eyes watching me.
Is the list a list of quarterbacks you take over Zach Wilson?
I'll save that for Thursday. I'll save that for Thursday. And JJ, he did disappear last year, talking about Joel Embiid. He disappeared like a David Copperfield magic trick. Now, y'all remember a certain list that I started with the name Joel Embiid?
Oh, no.
I just have to change the wording because I got a set of pretty eyes looking at me.
You up?
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. Joel Embiid, you up? Shane,
man, we had a list that went 6 miles long.
Oh, and we're restarting it. Your turn, Shane.
Hey, Philadelphia ownership, you up?
Victor, on you.
I gotta go with my favorite punching bag, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, James Harden. You up?
And I said that to open a show one day. All right, Droid, your turn.
I just got back, actually. I was getting food, my friends.
Oh. We're recreating a list, but editing it because I got a set of pretty eyes watching me, and is watching my act and making sure that the stations don't hear me say any bad words, especially now since I got a cuss jar on my desk and it was just pointed to by those pretty eyes. So we're going to edit it. We're going to keep it edited. We're going to keep it classy. But there is a list that we've started. It contains Joel Embiid. It contains James Harden. The Philadelphia management. The entire Philadelphia management. All right, Droid, it's on you.
Brad Marchand.
Wow.
I'm a man of few words. Brad Marchand.
Oh.
He just took my next one, but I can replace it. Cam Newton, you up? And I'll say it for him. This is how we say it, Droid, keeping the edits alive. Brad Marchand, you up?
Huh. You know what?
Go for it.
Trey Lance, you a
Get him out of Dallas, please.
I bet you Deuce Vaughn could throw a better ball than you, Trey Lance. You suck.
He is trash.
Keep in mind, Deuce Vaughn is 5'6", and I guarantee you he can throw a better ball than Trey Lance.
Hold on. I got clowns. I got morons.
Oh,
of course, when mark them out, like,
oh, no.
Saying that we'll be just fine if Dak leaves because we can trust in Trey Lance.
Who is nothing but
Trays.
Funny how that one is spelled like Trey, so.
Listen,
Trey Young?
Listen, I cannot describe my unbridled hatred for Trey Lance. He put a stain on San Francisco that has finally been erased by Big Glock Brock. And I had to edit that. All right, continuing our list. And I put the word list in quotes. Dak Prescott, you a...
You'll get no argument from me.
Hold on. Trey Young.
Yes.
Roger Kraft. You a
Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
You a
for letting go of Nathan Rourke at a time that dog needed him the most.
Yes. Yes.
I just love how everyone's taking what I was going to come up with. All right, here's one. Right. Jeannie Buss. You up for re-signing LeBron. And LeBron, you won too, so get in there.
Right there. Anthony Davis.
2 Chainz cousins. You up.
Wow.
Arthur Blank. You up.
Arthur Smith.
You took my next one.
You up.
Okay, here's one. For the idiots that thought moving the Oakland A's to Las Vegas was a good idea, y'all some dumb.
Honestly, anywhere is better than Oakland.
Yeah.
I'll give
them a new stadium. They'd be fine.
Yep. Oklahoma City Thunder, y'all some bitches.
Yes,
Gary Bettman. You believed in Arizona hockey so much that it failed so hard they moved to Utah.
Which is going to be worse.
Yikes.
Adam Silver. You up.
Roger Goodell.
Yes.
You up.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
We calling out all the commissioners around here.
Yep.
Jerome.
Whose name I forgot.
Which name did you forget?
The MLB commissioner. Whose name I don't care to remember.
Nor do I.
I'm still going.
I don't care to remember it either. I don't see the purpose in remembering it.
I'm still saying McCoffey for MLB commissioner. That's what I'm going with.
I wish, man.
Gerald Jones.
Yes.
You a senile, drunk, ignorant.
Yes. Please.
Do us a favor. Go to Florida and take Kraft with you.
Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
You're unlimited.
Justin Fields. You a royal.
Oh.
Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin. You about to be out of a job.
Because his first losing season will be his last losing season and his last season as a coach because they're not going to win much this year. And by the way, Trent Williams, for the time being, for holding out, and he's on my team, but I got to call out the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Mahomes.
Ouch.
You a terrible brother.
Very much so. Very much so.
The shot to hang closer to home, folks.
Ezekiel Elliott.
You are dumb.
Well, not like we were having much luck with him up in New England anyway.
Patrick Mahomes Sr.
Whoa. Going after the dad, too?
who was a former pitcher.
He got multiple DUIs while his son is in the NFL. What do you expect me to say?
Fair enough.
Like I said, he was a pitcher once upon a time. And I am glad to say once upon a time. Good. Gracious.
Speaking of people who shoot him up, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh, God. Is CMC going to play in week 1? Yes.
Plexico
Burris.
I knew that was coming.
I knew it.
You still a stupid one.
Oh, Lordy. All right. I think
I'll hit home with this one.
Okay.
Gerard, please don't call me Hellman's Mayo. You a stupid one because you're going to start Brissett over May.
I just read what JJ
said. The New England Brass. Y'all some chis for this reason. And Shane, you will agree with me, and I think the panel and the chat will agree with me. In 4 words, you had Nathan Rourke.
Yeah.
And you dropped the ball.
So did the Giants.
Something
and now
that Brissett
Nathan
is gonna
Rourke
be
is
doing a
back
lot
with the
of.
BC Lions kicking butt again.
So
I just read what JJ said. David Pasternak.
Ooh.
John Morant.
John Morant.
Yeah.
You were bigger.
Oh, no. Hold on.
I do hope.
What's his name down in Houston? What's his name? Play with Ja.
I don't know. I pretty much don't care about the Rockets outside of Olajuwon and Drexler and Ralph Sampson.
I was gonna say that's
JJ, help me out here. Dylan Brooks.
Oh, him. And last but not least, before we go to break, Aaron Rodgers, you just plain dumb. Because the Jets have got to be thinking,
what in the all types of blue hell?
We'll get back to football because the NFL season start next week, and we're gonna have our wins predictor and match them up against FanDuel. FanDuel, we're coming for you. Back in 2.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to this edition of Snowman in the Morning as we kick off season number 11. And all of our radio stations will be back with us tomorrow, considering today is indeed a holiday. All right. I'm going to go down the list. I will give the number of wins projected, the ceiling, and the floor. And you guys tell me whether they go to the ceiling or they go to the floor, or where they... Oh, you just tell me how many wins you think they'll get. Starting Philadelphia, projected NFC East champions. They have them projected at winning 11.2 games.
I'll take that.
Dog, you next.
I got them at 10.
Victor?
He don't want to say anything. That's his division. He don't want to say anything.
No,
I was muted. No, I said I give him that. I give him the 10 wins.
I give him 11. I give them 11, but they need to diversify their offense.
Yeah, they do.
San Francisco, they have them projected at 11 wins. I'll go first on this one. I say 14.
I say 13.
13? Okay.
13.
I'll go 13.
So I'm the only one that wants one more win. And I know the game I'm looking at, and it's probably going to wind up being 13. I'll take that. Detroit Lions, they have them at 10.7. I'll start with Droid.
That's disrespect. Absolute disrespect to the Lions.
Yeah.
I know Dan Campbell choked it against the 49ers, but that is no reason for no disrespect. I give him 13.
I give him 12.
I give him 12.
I give him 12.
12.
Because they're going to run away with the Central Division.
Yeah.
And yes, I said Central Division. Forget the North and the South Division. They're going to run away with the Central Division. The Black and
easily.
Now, y'all want to laugh? Actually, no. No. Take that back. They have Atlanta projected to win 10 this year and claim the South.
Okay.
In 2 words, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, so finally, you agree that that Atlanta is going to run through the South like it's nothing.
They'll be the only team to win double digits. Listen, they'll be the only team to win double digits in that division.
I'll do you one better. Hold up. I'll do you one better.
Go ahead.
I've got Atlanta being the only team to have a winning record in the South.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And here's the thing. I fought so hard to defend the Falcons, and now suddenly I swayed you to side with me.
I agree. They cut the turnovers and stay healthy. They're the only team that's going to have a winning record in that division.
Because the South sucks.
The South ain't nothing, man. Come on, now let's be real.
The South absolutely sucks. We know that. But Atlanta has a chance to be a good team. Green Bay, they have them at 9.8. I think that's a little disrespectful. I give them 10. Maybe even
I'll
11.
give him 10 because I think Jordan Love's going to have a breakout year.
I agree.
Yeah, I
agree with that.
I'll give him 10.
I'll give him 10.
I think Jordan Love has a 4,000-yard season, and I think there will be 5 quarterbacks in the NFC that'll throw for 4,000 yards. And one of them, crazy as this sounds, and Droid's going to go nuts, I have is Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins. If he stays healthy and plays all 17 on that team, that's the only question I truthfully had about Atlanta. Staying
His health. Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins and that offense stay healthy.
Because just like San Francisco, what has killed Atlanta for the last 5 years?
Injuries.
To the Dallas Cowboys, they have them at 9.2. I disagree. I have them with 7.
Okay. think that nine wins? Come on, this is the Cowboys. They love the regular season. They just hate the postseason. I'll give them 10.
I have them with 7 wins.
I got 8.
I don't see them making the playoffs. Victor?
I said I give them 10.
Because I've got them at 8.
We'll find out later. Rams, they have them at 8.9. That's a little disrespectful. I have them with 10.
I'll give them 10 and a wild card spot.
I agree.
I'll give them 10.
I'll give them 10.
Because the teams that are going to be in the wild card, I guarantee you, Commanders and the Rams are a lock for the wild card.
I agree. The Redskins and the Rams are a lock for a playoff spot. I still have the miracle of miracles as the Redskins winning, surprising everybody and winning the East. But with a healthy Philadelphia in tow, that's going to be hard to pull off. Now I'm going to make Victor laugh. You know what they have for the Chicago Bears?
Where?
8.6.
That team will win 7 games. If not 6.
They'll win 3 games.
3.
I'll give them 4, and the last one's won by a field goal.
You know what?
I will give Caleb Williams his flowers because I'm that type of guy on this. I'm the voice of reason for some reason on this show. I'm the voice of reason.
If you're the voice of reason, we all screwed.
Oh no, we're fine. Your team just sucks.
Hey!
Jesus.
Shut up, boy.
Bruins haven't won anything since 2011. Patriots rode Tom Brady into retirement. Boston Red Sox haven't won anything since when?
2013. 18. I beg your pardon. 18.
Oh, it's going to be a fun season.
I have the Bears at 2 wins.
That your best team in New England is the Revolution. The MLS team.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yep.
This is going to be a long season.
Yes, it is.
For a lot of teams.
So yes, I can be the voice of reason because my teams are actually good.
Like the Florida Panthers.
The Kansas City Chiefs, the Royals, the Sporting Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
But I push my Bucks to the side because I don't really count them as good. They're okay.
Right. Okay. Here is where things get weird.
Like it wasn't already?
They have Seattle at 8.5, 8.5 wins.
6 wins.
5.
I'll give them 7. I'll give them 1 below projected. Mainly because I love Seattle's coach. I love him.
He'll have to prove something to me. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have them at 8 even.
You know what?
What? Stay there.
I'll take
Stay
that.
there. I'll take that. Because
Baker Mayfield only gets 8 wins and a losing record. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. They have New Orleans at 7.4. I'll agree with that because New Orleans sucks. And I hate saying that about a team that I follow for 5. I hate saying that about a team I follow for 5 years because one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time is Drew Brees.
I'll give them 8. I think they'll luck another win out. I'll give them 8.
And keep in mind, when I say the Commanders are going to get a playoff spot, it's because the Dallas Cowboys aren't going to have a good season.
No, they're not. They got Minnesota. Let's 2 for 1. Minnesota at 7. That's a lie. And Arizona 6.9. That's a bigger lie.
Minnesota's going to have 5 with Sam Darnold throwing the ball.
Arizona's going to get 4 wins.
Sam Darnold.
Arizona's going to get 4 wins.
Arizona will have 2 wins and 4 ties.
They'll be out of
Arizona will have 2 wins and Kyler Murray will be on face.
They're gonna be out just in time for the Call of Duty championships. Guaranteed.
Just in time for champ.
You know what's bad?
Esports doesn't really get a shout on the show often. And the fact that he said that is, I love it.
It's cold. Y'all know I'm clipping that, right?
And by the way, keep in mind, that last COD champs was in Austin, Texas. Thank you very much.
Wow, sounds about right.
Yep, that sounds about right. Victor, say it again, will you please?
The Arizona will be out of contention by the time of the Call of Duty Championships this year. Bet on it.
I'm not going to take that bet because I have them winning only 2 to 4 games.
And Vic, you mean next year because COD champs is already finished.
Listen, everybody seems to think that the Arizona Cardinals are going to surprise some people. I have one question in return. Who is their quarterback?
Who are his weapons?
Now, this is some disrespect right here.
Okay.
They have the Washington Commanders at 6.4 wins. I have them winning 11 this year.
I'll give them their flowers. They'll have a winning record.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna have at least 10 wins.
I think
if I'm
gonna give the Bucks like an 8-9 record, I have to give the Redskins at least a 9-7.
Yeah, I'll give them 9.
I have them with at
I
least
got 10. I got 10.
I have them with at least 10. And the last week, the division will ride, and the division will hang in the balance. Because who do they play the last week of the season? The Dallas Cowboys. And unless Philadelphia gets off to a roaring start, 3 teams will contend for the East Division: the Eagles, the Redskins, and the Cowboys.
And all 3 will qualify for the playoffs.
I agree. I agree with that. They have the Giants, the lowly Giants, at 5.8.
I'll
you know what? Leave it there. I say leave it there.
Yeah.
With 5.8 basically just means 6 wins. I'll give them 6.
And then there's the Carolina Panthers.
0 wins.
Winless. Winless.
I'm going to call it projected 4.7.
Well, that's what they have them with. They say 4.9.
Winless.
Yeah, 0
I don't
wins.
think they'll win a game this year.
They'll go winless.
Now,
You said the same thing. Hold on. You said the same thing about Caleb Williams for about a week, and then all of a sudden you're agreeing with me and Victor. We'll see how he fares.
I had to get off my horse, okay?
Carolina.
Carolina,
listen. The only way you win the amount of projected games is if you do this. Trade. TRADE. It is a word. It is something you should do. Trade for weapons. Trade for your future.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trade for some old guy named Adam Thielen,
who is 32, I believe. I believe he's 32.
Justin Jefferson is younger than Adam Thielen.
Justin Jefferson is better than Adam Thielen. Justin Jefferson is a hell of a receiver.
Like Adam Thielen when he was in Minnesota, amazing player.
Yes.
When that was the wide receiver core of Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen as your WR1 and your WR2, chef's kiss.
Amazing. They're amazing. Unfortunately, now Paul Allen is going to suffer this year.
Where have we said that before?
Quite a few times.
Sounds like
we said it here, there, and over there.
This has been another beating a dead horse production.
You know a horse that I beat. You know a horse that I beat to smithereens that I have now come off of? Kirk Cousins.
And I thank you because I've been preaching to you. I have been preaching to you that if Kirk Cousins stays healthy, he and the Atlanta Falcons will do work to the entire NFC South and to a lot of their opponents.
I hope you're all right because I'm not necessarily sold.
Yeah,
I'm sold. Vic, I'm sold. I drafted Drake London and Kyle Pitts into my fantasy lineup. I'm sold.
I want to see what Atlanta does the first part of the season. Okay.
Yeah. That's
if they get a blow, if they blow out their week 1 matchup, who do they play week 1?
Let's go through Atlanta's schedule while we have some time.
Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
The Steelers. Yeah, that's an easy win.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, they'll blow out Pittsburgh. They will blow out.
I think their test, because I'm gonna call it. Call me crazy, but I'm gonna call it. Justin Fields will actually be the starter. Russell Wilson will be the backup.
I don't know if they do that. Not with the money they're paying for.
No, Tomlin's already said that
They already named Russell Wilson as Russell
He's
Wilson.
gonna get injured in the last week of practice,
which means Russell Wilson is gonna get. which means Russell Wilson's gonna get pulverized.
Yep. So
hard.
I would rather have Justin Fields throwing to Pickens than Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is going to get pulverized.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So
all right, here we go. Week 1 is Pittsburgh. Week 2 is an L. Why?
Yeah.
They go to Philadelphia.
Hold on.
Actually, you know what? I will give Atlanta a close win by a field goal win against Philly if they are going to beat Philly.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Philadelphia is going to blow the piss out of Atlanta.
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on.
Atlanta. Listen, as much as people want me to believe in the Falcons, and I partially do, you ain't going to beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia.
Hold on.
Okay.
Do I have to remind you what happened to them against the Buccaneers?
Okay, that's the Succaneers.
That's still an NFC South team. They suck against the South.
What troll job is this?
What are you
talking
about? What are you talking about?
They go against the Eagles, which I believe will be an L. They
They're
might
blow
eke
them
one out.
They're going to
And
blow
then
them out.
next week, the very next week, the Chiefs.
Oh,
really?
Please. Oh, please. Atlanta's going to get blown out twice.
You're going to cook the bird after you pulverize it, huh?
They're going to get pulverized in Philadelphia, and they're going to get run over by the world champions.
Philadelphia's going to take the feathers off of them, and then KC's going to roast them and barbecue.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's just not fair.
We're gonna serve them on hot KC barbecue, and we're gonna take Jesse Bates in a trade.
You know what? God. That would be cruel, evil, but workable. That would be cruel.
That's greedy,
but workable.
That is greed.
You think
that's greed?
Oh, okay. Okay. By the way, we should have done this from the start.
Okay.
Remember what I texted you this weekend?
Yes.
About who we needed to do this from the start of the show after the Johnny Gaudreau tribute.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to send prayers out to the family of Ricky Pearsall.
Yes.
He was shot in a robbery. He's in stable condition, but prayers out to him and his family.
Yeah. And the person who shot Ricky Pearsall should be thrown under the jail, buried with more dirt.
Also, in a little bit of wrestling news. I don't know if we touched on this. But I also want to send some prayers to none other than Sid Udy, aka Sid Vicious.
Yes.
Psycho Sid, one of my favorite big men.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Man.
So after that,
you hear that last one? Greed, aka the San Francisco 49ers.
Woof.
Wait a minute.
Leonard Floyd. I don't want to hear it, Snowman.
Because of what? I didn't hear you.
You got Leonard Floyd. I don't want to hear it, Snowman.
Do you not see this 2-foot smile on my face?
Right.
I see that sheen grin.
Do you not see this blank eating grin on my face when it comes to the 49ers snatching Leonard Floyd?
Mm-hmm. And I said it was agreed.
And I want Leonard Floyd to pulverize Aaron Rodgers next Monday night because I'm doing a live stream play-by-play of that game.
You know what, Snowman?
Yes, sir.
You know how you said you wanted to do at least one play-by-play daily?
Yes.
Opening the season Thursday night. See you there.
Oh.
I already have something scheduled.
Damn, man. You're not gonna call the opening night of the NFL season?
No, for 2 reasons. 1, I have the Astros, and 2, the Chiefs are gonna blow the piss out of whoever they're playing. It's in Kansas
The
City.
Ravens. It's an AFC Championship rematch. Come on. The NFL literally tossed this up to you on a silver platter.
44-7 Chiefs. And they'll get
if I'm going to give an honest score prediction, I'm going to say 44-27.
All right, I can.
Because our defense is weaker this year.
I can do. I can do that.
I'll say 40.
Let me see what I do. Let me see what I do have this week because I know I got something scheduled. I got the Sparks and the Fever on Wednesday.
But I'm going to have you call. I know you have the Buffaloes as you want to call Deion Sanders' team.
Oh, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that one because I
just
actually
want to laugh at. Wait a minute, just a moment. I just want to laugh. You know what, Droid? Hold on, let me take a look. I'm looking at my schedule as we speak here.
Because I just want to say North Dakota State deserves to be in the FBS, whether you like it or not.
They needed to win. What time is kickoff on Thursday? Please remind me.
I think it's 7:20 p.m. Eastern.
You know what, Droid? I'll be finishing up an interview, but you're on. I'll give you the keys to start it, and I'll come in and take the play-by-play over when I'm done. You're on.
All right.
Because the game I have is set for 105, and that'll be the Houston Astros beating the hell. The Astros will beat the hell out of the Reds.
I'm gonna put it this way: when it came to that game, because I got a chance to listen to Snowman's play-by-play of the Colorado versus North Dakota State. Colorado got lucky.
They sure did.
I want to
know. Did y'all see that Robert Morris interception against Utah State?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
What a grab! Get that man a D1 contract in the FBS. Get him an NIL.
I'm going to say something that's going to piss off a lot of Colorado fans, but it deserves to be said.
Mm-hmm.
I so wanted North Dakota State to pull the upset.
Everybody did.
I wanted North Dakota State to pull the upset so bad.
I bet you Deion in the back of his head, like, you know, if they win this is history, honestly.
I was blatantly cheering for North Dakota State. Speaking of blatantly cheering and blatantly honest, let's welcome this man back to the show. Jay Spivey joins us from North Carolina with a few Spivey notes. What's up, Jay?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Mr. Spivey, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm actually at the beach enjoying myself.
Okay. How many people do you think, Jay, were pulling for North Dakota State to score the upset?
I know I was because I'm getting tired of hearing about Colorado.
I specifically called that game Saturday night, and everyone who heard my voice, I was pulling so hard for North Dakota State to score the upset.
And here's the thing. North Dakota State and San Diego State both deserve the respect of becoming an FBS team.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
South Dakota State, they won the FCS championship. North Dakota State, they almost upset the Colorado Buffaloes, a big Power 5 school.
And it's not the first time that North Dakota State marched into a D1 school and scored an upset. I remember a few years back, North Dakota State, without saying a word, marching into Kinnick Stadium in Iowa and walked off.
Thank you for respecting me and not mentioning them time.
Caitlin Clark owns?
Go say it again, Jay.
You mean the stadium that Caitlin Clark owns?
Yep. I'm saying that a lot. You know what? Jay's here. Let's go back to a subject we talked about, or to a subject we talked about.
No, you don't have to change the subject. I was just adding that Caitlin Clark owns Iowa.
Oh yeah. But since you're here, let's just lay everything on the table when it comes to Caitlin Clark. You, my friend, put this word in my head about why everyone, or almost everyone, hates Caitlin Clark, even though she is the overwhelming, undisputed rookie of the year. I want you to say that word aloud, please.
it is the 4-letter word that starts with R and it ends with E, and then the 2 letters in the middle are A and C.
Nice. I like
And we're not talking about motorsports, ladies and gentlemen.
We sure
No.
aren't. We sure aren't.
I knew that was coming.
I'm just
I just had to say that.
You guys know I keep it real, and that's what that's.
And that's why we love having you every Monday.
It's obvious to me. That's why.
Well, wasn't it obvious come draft night with all the reactions that were all across the screen? Jay and I had an extended conversation about this on draft night, and I had a text conversation with the boys about this. And it's only come to fruition, part one. And number two, it is getting worse. They're not judging Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark by their play on the floor. And I don't like that.
Why is nobody doing it? I mean, even what Wednesday night when she got mowed over for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do something about this. I mean, this is not tackle football. There's women's basketball.
Exactly.
I mean, we're well into the season. We just got a couple weeks left in the regular season. Why is this still happening and nothing's been done about it?
Because they don't want to do any. They don't want to do anything about it. And let me. Do
they know what she's done for the sports?
We do.
They don't care.
But, I mean, this is a cash cow for the WNBA, and they won't do anything about it.
They won't extend it, even though they just got. What did they get? A $2 billion buy-in.
It was part of the deal with the NBA.
Okay. So they got $2 billion from the NBA. Caitlin Clark is setting records not only statistically, but attendance-wise, viewership-wise.
I mean, Atlanta's had to move both of their games
to State Farm
with the Fever
to State Farm
to a much larger arena in Atlanta.
To State Farm Arena.
Right.
They had to move it to State Farm Arena.
And I love that. Because I've been saying this the entire time since Caitlin Clark has been drafted. She is the new face of the WNBA, whether you like it or not. It's not about race, it's about skill. Caitlin Clark is the best rookie we are going to get for a long time. No disrespect to any of the women in college right now who are fighting to get into the WNBA. Mm-hmm. Caitlin Clark is just that good.
Caitlin Clark.
You and I talked about this last night. I mean, the U.S. Olympic team blew a golden opportunity, and women's basketball blew a golden opportunity by not having one or both of these women on the team.
Absolutely, They did. They blew a golden opportunity. They blew a platinum.
And we talked about this on the show too. We were like, what's the point of calling these the representative of United States women basketball if you're not going to have either Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark on there? I understand the whole rookie thing, but I don't understand the fact that both of these rookies are outstanding and can dominate in their first year.
They are they are more than good.
That is absolutely no disrespect toward any of the 12 women who made the Olympic team. They were clearly deserving. Deserving.
Yes.
But you can't tell me they couldn't have found a spot for her or both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the ratings would have been through the roof.
Easy.
For sure.
The ratings would have been. Listen, never mind the ratings, okay? Because we all know the ratings would have been through the roof if Caitlin Clark was on the team. The final score of the final game would have been through the roof also, because you would have forced France to come out 30 feet from the basket.
Well, I mean, another thing is that people, my quote unquote friends or people who follow me on social media will say your ratings don't matter, or why do you want her on the team? She doesn't deserve to be on the team. Of course she deserves to be on it. And of course, yes, she does. I don't care what people say. Ratings do matter.
They absolutely.
Yeah, they do. You know the other thing that would have been through the roof? Merchandise sales for U.S. Olympic stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
you look at these games, and even in the Olympics, I vaguely remember this. There are a lot of people wearing 22 jerseys in the crowd.
Oh yeah,
yes, there were
in Paris.
And guess what color they were? Red, because that's the best. Because honestly, that's the best Fever jersey is the red ones. I love
those red uniforms. Jay, let me pose a question while we're on this subject, and I'm going to make this simple. Why does Cheryl Swoops hate Caitlin Clark?
I think it's for the same reason.
I agree.
All I need. That's
An
the compliment.
A, an R, an A, a C, and an E.
Yep.
I mean, other than her teammates,
Mhm.
and even they sometimes I don't think back her up as well as they should.
Mm-mm.
The only one with any pedigree, any black or current black or former black player, seems to be Maya Moore, and I think that's because Caitlin Clark reveres her so much.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jay Spivey joining us for some Spivey notes here on this Monday, and it's great to have him back. And I feel great because I'm organized for this.
And what's going to happen? I mean, if she keeps getting tackled like this on a regular basis,
and where is
severely
the
hurt.
commission? And where is the commissioner, Kathy?
Exactly. That's my point.
I asked this question in an off show a month ago. Kathy Engelbert, where are you?
Where is she?
Hiding.
Because she has not said a word.
Is it going to take Caitlin Clark getting a doggone leg broken or a shoulder broken for them to do anything?
Well,
that's what they're looking at.
That's what
they're looking at.
What's going to happen if she gets hurt and misses a whole year or more?
Think about this: if the commissioner does decide to pull the trigger on something like that, especially if it's against someone like an Angel Reese, the R word's gonna be thrown at them too.
Yep.
Because the only reason why you're doing is
because if something happens to Angel Reese, and I want y'all to tell me if I'm wrong for thinking this. Caitlin Clark has been getting beat up all year. Not a word from Kathy Engelbert. Nope. I am willing to bet you that if the same thing happened to Angel Reese, there will be an uproar.
Yes, there will.
Oh, easily, and that's the catch-22 of it all.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There will be an uproar. Period. And I hate it that it's that way. And not just for racial reasons, but for just for reasons of being scared that these players will get severely hurt and not only lose the chance to contribute to their team, but lose the chance to contribute to the league.
Yeah.
You got a lot riding on the line, Kathy Engelbert. You need to come out and say something.
You know, guys, let's face it. I know the ratings of the WNBA have been great. Women's college basketball has been great, and I am not at all saying that Caitlin Clark is the reason for the big spike in college basketball. But she is a big part of it, and we all know the behemoth is getting ready to start here on Thursday night.
Yep.
NFL starts on Thursday night, and the ratings. People look. Golf's changed their whole schedule because of the NBA. NASCAR's changed their schedule because of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Even the NBA sort of changed because of NFL.
Right.
It just goes on and on and on with every sport. Now the WNBA playoffs, a big chunk of it's going to be during the NFL season.
Yes, it is.
And people are not going to be flocking to it like they have been. But if you look, Caitlin Clark's been playing basically since last September. With workouts at Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she's going to have a big part unless she plays in Europe, but I don't know if she is or not. She may not need it because she's making so much endorsement money.
I don't think she is. Nor more to the point, I don't think she has to.
No, I don't think she does it. But you're going to have almost a full year without her playing at all and no eyeballs on women's basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying women's college basketball is all Caitlin Clark, but we have had her for the better part of a year playing basketball, and we're not going to have that in the winter this year.
Mm-mm.
I do have to ask though: do you think it would benefit Caitlin to continue to play throughout the offseason over in Europe?
No,
I don't know that she needs to.
She doesn't need to. She doesn't have to, and plus, it'll give her a chance to breathe.
Absolutely.
It'll give her a chance to breathe and give her
downtime.
It'll give her a chance to breathe and give her a chance to rest.
Yeah.
This is my point. You just proved my point. Because people are like, oh, these NBA players need to go do this, so why don't the WNBA players? Because honestly, you got to realize WNBA players, they're not built exactly like NBA players. We all know this. We know this. Just because Nikola Jokic can go to the Serbian league on the offseason and dunk on everybody and have fun doesn't mean that Caitlin Clark needs to go to the same league in a women's league and throw down there. She can take a break.
Yeah, she's gonna make a.
She doesn't need.
She'd make a whole lot of money in Europe. We all know that.
Yes,
but I don't know that she needs to do it this year. She can wait a year.
She can wait a couple of years because she still has she's already got sponsorship deals, and she had that walking out of Carver Hawkeye Arena.
I mean, guys,
yeah, she did.
Think about it. Look how much just since the season started. When was that? June, May, I guess it was.
May.
Look how much she's improved just since May.
Yep. And that Olympic break is huge. It gave her a chance to get her. Yep. It gave her a chance to rest. It gave her a chance to get her feet under her. It gave her a chance to know her teammates. And now, I love you, New York Liberty and Connecticut Sun, but the Indiana Fever are proven to be the most dangerous team in the league because now they're sneaking up on everybody.
Well, look,
they are.
Another thing, I mean, we're all human. We take harsh criticism or whatever it might be, or people ganging up on you. We take that hard. We do. We just do. And it's amazing to me she's not blown off the top of her head because of all this junk. And you watch her in press conferences, she's pretty mild mannered about it.
Yep.
But deep down, she is pissed off about this.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
And
I think what it is she's letting all of this fuel her gameplay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys want to talk all this crap during the press conferences? I'm going to talk on the court. Deal with it.
I mean, look how well she played yesterday.
28 points and 12 assists, and one of the catalysts in rallying the Fever back from 9 down to win by 7.
And of course, I said this about the Iowa team and about the WNBA. Caitlin Clark doesn't lead Indiana right now. She will lead Indiana in the future.
Yes.
Right now, they already have a captain. Of course, that was set before the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But I see a future where Caitlin Clark is leading that Indiana Fever to a championship.
I had a lot of people, so-called experts and friends and people who followed the game, who said she wasn't going to be a good pro player because she quote unquote couldn't separate.
Yep.
How's that working out right now?
It's not working out. It's not working out for them because people have said the same to me. I've had people say, "You ready to get off of that Caitlin Clark bandwagon?" Hell no, I'm not getting off that Caitlin Clark bandwagon. I know
Why
what she
would you
can
get
do.
off of it? Why in the world
I know
would you get off
I know
of
what
it?
she can do. Okay?
Exactly.
Get off?
And I'm looking into this camera right now, and I'm saying I'm not getting off the Caitlin Clark or Indiana Fever bandwagon because now you're seeing the benefits of that month-long break. You're seeing the benefits of Caitlin Clark leading this team and trusting her teammates. Yes, they came out horrible, but look where they are right now.
We all know how. I mean, one thing that impresses me the most is for years we could tell she was a good passer, and she's an excellent shooter, and she can shoot from basically anywhere. But to me, her best, I don't know, best thing she probably does to me is the way she sees the court.
Absolutely.
The intangibles.
That's a massive thing. Court vision.
Yeah.
It's the biggest intangible Caitlin Clark has is court vision.
Agreed.
I mean, she's, and I think that's why they struggle at the beginning of the season so much, is because she sees the court so well, and I don't think her teammates do. I mean, none of us can see things like she does.
Remember early on in the year when Caitlin Clark would throw those long three-quarter court passes that her teammates would be fumbling the ball out of bounds, missing them.
It was a turnover.
And turnover. Yeah. Now they're turning into baskets.
Yeah.
Because she threw 4 of them yesterday that turned into baskets, and 2 of those 4, a foul was included.
Because they're learning how to play with her and learning how to see what she sees.
Right.
We've known Caitlin Clark's been this good, at least I have, since, honestly, Snowman, we covered that Big Ten title game.
Yes. And she was scoreless at halftime.
Well, to go back, I mean, I know she was one of the most heavily recruited players coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But she's had this chip on her shoulder for years Because even back then, she wasn't the most. Even though she was recruited pretty heavily, she wasn't the most recruited player in women's basketball. And I think she's had this chip on her shoulders for years.
Mm-hmm. And now you're seeing it. And now you're seeing.
And she's basically had the weight of not only Iowa women's basketball, the entire state of Iowa. And I think she's trying to prove people wrong by saying white people can't play basketball. Right. And she's now got the weight of her shoulders from the WNBA. It's got to be an incredible amount of pressure on her.
And somehow she's flourishing in it.
Absolutely. I think she almost does better when she's having to face adversity like this.
Yeah.
And it fuels her up even more.
No doubt.
To prove people wrong. It fuels her up even more to prove people wrong. Speaking of proving people wrong, before we get out of here for the day, with the NFL season coming up, and we just talked about who's going to win what or how many wins teams are going to see. How many wins do you see for Carolina?
Oh,
I said 0.
No, I don't. It's nearly impossible to go winless anymore. It really is. For them to go and they, I don't even know that they're the worst team right now. I think the Patriots might be the worst team right now.
Oof.
I'm right here, man. Come on.
The Patriots are pretty bad, but the Panthers are horrible. Don't get me wrong. They might win 3, 4, 5 games. I mean, they might sneak up and beat some people. I mean, I don't see
they're going to luck into.
I don't even see the Patriots going 0-17. Oh. And, the thing is,
ow.
The NFC South sucks.
What did I do to you? Jay, what did I do to you?
You know the Patriots suck. You know they do.
The Patriots are bad.
You became a Patriots fan. You became a Bruins fan. And
I was born into those, man. There's a difference.
They made a huge mistake by not starting Drake May this week.
And to throw a baseball shot.
Where you currently live, you have more options than you think.
And to throw a baseball shot, you're a Red Sox fan.
Not making the playoffs. Red Sox aren't making the playoffs.
Listen, Dog sent me a message before the Red Sox hosted the Houston Astros in a 3-game series, in which Dog said, and I quote, "We're going to get 1, if not 2 of these." Dog, how did that work out for you? Considering the fact they walked into Boston and kicked their ass.
Shut up.
Oh, and by the way, last game of that series hung 10 runs on them before the 7th inning.
Well, listen, I'm part
of
a Red Sox fan, but can the Red Sox beat the Mets this week, please?
Let's hope so.
Because the Braves are trying to trick this wild card. Give it to them. I need the Red Sox to beat the Mets because the Mets are coming hard toward the Braves in the wild card race.
We'll go to overtime.
Okay.
But let's face it, the Patriots stink.
They do.
And I'm sorry they made a big mistake starting Drake May.
They're starting Jacoby Brissett over Drake May. What are we talking about?
They should start Drake May this week.
They should, but it's Hellman's Mayo and Kraft Mac and Cheese running the damn show up there.
Yeah.
I said it all summer. I said it all spring, and I will say it here. They should give Drake Mays the keys to the team now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They should have handed.
I'm not arguing that.
They should have handed Drake May the keys to the offense the day he was drafted. And
yes.
They didn't.
And now we're going to be screwed for the first 5-6 games.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're going to be screwed the entire season.
Oh yeah.
Because
I got Drake May starting before Halloween.
Oh, easily. He'll be starting before October 1st.
Thank you. I have Drake Mays going into Santa Clara and getting pulverized.
Jacoby Brissett will not be starting more than 3 or 4 games.
He'll start the first 3, and then they'll turn Drake May loose when they go to Santa Clara. In other words, they're going to have 2 sacrificial lambs and now 1.
It's
I can see that.
we could sort of see this coming the last couple of years, but it is going to be weird to see the Patriots at the bottom.
It'll be glorious for me. Jay Spivey joining us here on the program as he does each and every Monday. Thank you very much, buddy. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Later, Jay.
We better giddy up out of here. I got a 4:05 pitch, but I got some work to do around the house before then. Until then, have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. See you tomorrow.